Hi everyone, Carrie from Texas. How are you on this really cold day here in Texas near the Houston area? We don't have cold weather like this many days in a row. Normally, I just had to do a live today because I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed that I would really love to just spit at some people. If it wasn't such a lady, I think I might just spit anyways. But I just had to do a live today, and I am still recovering from shoulder surgery, so I cannot interact with you guys because I have one hand and it's not coordinated, and I'll probably disconnect. But anyways, hi. Did you watch the funeral today for Jimmy Carter? Like him, don't like him, disagree with him, disrespect him. He still was a former president, and he still deserved a state funeral. What annoyed me is the show that was put on today. The absolute show that was put on by so many former elected officials. Bush, Pence, Mondale, Clinton, Obama, all of them. And they sat there and had small talk with Donald Trump. The man that they tried to assassinate. Yeah, 80% of the American people believe that. Disagree with me? That's okay if you do. I don't care if you do. 80% of the American people agrees with me that the people in that room, at that church, at that state funeral, are the reason behind the assassination attempt, two of them, of Donald Trump. And yet, they act as kind and polite. What a farce. An absolute farce. And the rest of the world watched it. They make me sick to my stomach. And the reason that pisses me off so much is there's still Americans in the Carolinas that don't have homes in the middle of winter, that have to go outside and use a bucket, that still don't have food. There's millions of children today displaced in this country that can't eat. Families that are trying to cope with rape and murder because of the 20 million illegals that are in this country that have invaded our communities. So many Americans have lost their homes, their cars, couldn't have Christmas, and they all sat there and pretended like everything was just great and they're best of friends. Ugh! The hypocrisy is staggering. And the rest of the world just laughs. Thank heavens, in 2 weeks, there will be somebody at that seat who really does want what is best for you and me. Our families, our finances, our future generations, the defense of this country. I can go on and on. While the rest of those idiots take every penny they can generated by you and me. And yet California is on fire. People can't buy food. People are losing their children because they can't provide a home. Mortgages are being foreclosed on. Cars are being repossessed. Businesses are closing. Oh, but let's all get together and hold hands and act like everything's just hunky-dory. The hypocrisy of that just makes me want to vomit. Gavin Newsom should resign immediately. Mayor of Los Angeles should resign immediately. The fire chief in Los Angeles should resign immediately because they're more concerned about having women do jobs that women physically cannot do. I'm sorry. I'm all about women doing whatever they want to do. But a woman cannot go into a burning building that weighs maybe 200 pounds. Maybe if you're really, really built, a woman, run into a burning building and pick up a man that is 6'2" and weighs 300 pounds. It is impossible. It can't happen. We are not designed like that. Mother Nature did not design a woman to do that. I am sorry. I am sorry that that offends you. It is physically impossible. Why is there no water pressure in Los Angeles and the surrounding areas? Where's all the firefighting equipment gone? Oh, that's right. It's overseas. And Gavin Newsom has destroyed all these dams. That's why we don't have water power. That's why those poor people out there are burning alive. Animals, houses are being burnt because of his incapable leadership. Just like Biden. Just like Harris. How much more has to happen, people? Accountability. You and I voted in November to make accountability matter. We got to make sure that we follow through. If somebody's not getting their job done, by God, they better get fired. Somebody causes something, they better be held accountable. Because this has all got to stop. And those other idiots that were in that building today, I don't want to see you. I don't want to hear from you. Go away. The American people are sick to death of your hypocrisy, your lies, living and sucking money off of the American people that should go to help people that are running away from a fire today, or who are freezing, living in a tent, who don't have a toilet, or kids that can't eat. That's where our money needs to be spent. Here at home. I don't know if you feel the same way I do, but I'm so pissed off at that, what I saw today. I could absolutely spit all over them. They don't deserve my respect. No more. Not when I see so many Americans struggling. And I just pray that it turns around. And that we all make our leaders accountable from this point on. And that includes Trump and any of Trump's elected officials. If they don't get it done, by God, speak up and make sure he knows that they have to go. We can't afford any more major mistakes. We cannot afford another catastrophe, another New Orleans, innocent people. It's got to stop. And we all need to be speaking up. After all, it is we the people. Term limits, so we don't have parasites living off of you and me anymore. God bless everybody, and God bless all those poor people that are struggling right now in this, while this video, whether you're in the Carolinas, whether you're a child who can't eat, or you're a family that's lost a loved one to violence, or you're any of those poor souls in California that are fighting to stay alive and not being burnt alive. How does any of that happen in this country? All you have to do is look at the people that were sitting in that church today to realize how that happened. Because they are not doing what is right for the American people. They are only concerned about one thing: them. And we've got to send them packing and never allow this absolute hypocrisy ever again. My rant for the day. God bless everyone.